Hello everyone. Today, even though it looks like we're looking at this problem, actually we aren't because I realized from today on, I just realized that like silver problems are meaningless to do, especially ones like these in which it took me like 10 minutes in the first place to solve. It just doesn't make any sense to spend another like five just going over it and looking at my code and trying to understand this nonsense. So from now on, I'm just gonna show the problem, show the statement, post my code, and then be done with this because silver problems are just not worth it. And unless they're really good silver problems or really good or like just contain some important concept, I'll go over them. But otherwise, silver or bronze or whatever problems are not gonna have an actual problem review video, and these are just gonna be regular grind reports. If it's gold problem, if it's too easy, I'll also just skip. I'll show the problem, show my code, post my code, and be done with it without doing an explanation. And obviously, as you can see, this is like a 30-line code, so I'm not even gonna say anything about it. Anyways, for the grind today, I I mocked the contest, I want to say, but I didn't actually because it was really just doing a singular problem. I spent 4 hours mocking the 2025 February contest, and it took me 3 hours and 20 minutes to solve the first problem. I mean, it would be good on a regular day because, that means I can just improve my time a little bit and maybe I can solve two problems, and before I know it, I can get a platinum. But this is a different contest. This contest, I just realized, is the easiest by far since probably the 2019 season because there were 62 promotions made to platinum in this contest. And to put that into perspective, there were only 12 in December, I believe 14 in February, and like 14 in January and 14 in US Open. This is February and there was 62 promotions. What the heck? 60 promotions. So could it be that this was lower cutoff and the problems are still harder? Well, no, because in March contest or US Open, there was I think 19 promotions and cutoff was 850. No, not 19, 14 and 850 cutoff. However, in this contest, there was 29 perfect scores or 26. I can't remember the number, but a lot of perfect scores. Not even like above 800, just perfect scores alone. There was like 29 or 26. So this was even easier than the US Open, but there was less. There was a 150-point lower cutoff. So I don't know what USACO was doing with this, but considering that the 2025 February silver was on the same part of difficulty, I think it's understandable. Anyways, yeah, the 2025 February was just completely stupid, except for the fact that it did get me to gold, so can't be complaining. So now I'm just so mad why I didn't pass 2025 January, because otherwise I might have just gone to platinum one contest later, which will be just completely legendary. Anyways, yeah. So this problem was I probably could have solved it way sooner. Maybe like by an hour and 30 minutes I had basically everything I needed. I just needed the courage to implement this very weird solution that I didn't have for another 2 hours, and when I finally had it, it was just one time pass. So yeah. Also, the second problem I was able to come up with the idea for the full solution in I think it was like 15 minutes. But then I just decided I'm not gonna do it because there's 40 minutes left and I'm also tired. So yeah. Anyways, today is also, if you haven't noticed, the day that regular December contest would have taken place if USACO did not change its schedule. But yeah, also, does anyone know whether the 2025 US Open, like the 2026, I mean, the new US Open will still be available for gold and silver and bronze? Because I mean, it did say that only top participants are invited, but is that like top for every group and give you another chance of promotion? Or is USCO actually just gonna give up on its gold failures and just only give platinums this chance? Let me know in the comments, please, if you know, because right now there's like no information on that at all yet, and everyone is so stressed, thinking that their chances of getting to platinum is reduced by 25%, and honestly, so am I. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.